Welcome to part 1, where we'll focus on breathing, your abdominals, your deep core, and your pelvic floor. Okay, we're going to start with some breathing. So a few things that you'll need is a towel for your head and this Pilates ball, which we have and we can give to you. So first thing first, so you're lying on your back, knees are bent, and I want you to keep a neutral spine. So that's just where you're comfortable, okay? So you're not flattening your back, you're not overarching, just where you're comfortable. If you do have really bad back pain, which postnatal women tend to have, you can put a little towel under your back, but this is good. So neutral spine, okay? So we're just gonna start with some breathing. And we're gonna do lateral breathing. So Amy is going to breathe into the side of her ribs. You're gonna take a really big, deep breath in. Good, and then you're gonna exhale. So your ribs are gonna come down. This is like your rib curtain. So ribs come down and then your abdominals will pull down as well. So let's go again. So you take a deep breath in, expanding the ribs. And then on the exhale, your ribs close and your belly button will sink down and it will encourage your deep abdominals to fire up. So let's do that again. So you take a deep breath in, expand at the side of your ribs and the back of your ribs as well. And then you exhale, ribs come back together, belly button sinks down. So let's do it one more time. So you're going to expand your ribs out to the side and all the way around the back. Exhale, your ribs are going to come down, belly button sinks down, and that will engage your deep abdominal muscles. The important thing to remember about breathing is that it attaches to your abdominals and it also offloads your back. So breathing will take away your back pain, but also we're encouraging your deeper abdominals to wake up. Okay, so that's why we do breathing. From there, we're going to do a pelvic tilt. Okay, so you're just going to take just a small breath in, and then on your exhale, you're going to tilt your pelvis back. So you flatten your back essentially, and then you're just going to release. That's it. And again, so exhale, flatten your back, and then inhale, release. Good. Exhale, flatten the back, so your abdominals will pull down a little bit, belly button down. Inhale, you just release. Little train tracks with your thighs as well. And again. Good. And release. So this movement, pelvic tilt, is nice because it offloads your back. So it releases a bit of back pain. Also, we're just finding your neutral spine, so where you are in space. Good, one more. Good, okay, so holding it there, we're gonna move into your adductors. So your inner thighs, okay, which will feel a little bit weak in postnatal. They attach to your pubic bone, and then from your pubic bone, your abdominals attach. So it's important to get these muscles activated before we go into your abdominals. So I'm going to place the Pilates ball in between your knees. Okay, don't squeeze too hard. It's just a bit of activation. So Amy, you're going to take a breath in, and then on your exhale, you're going to squeeze or bring your thighs together. Good. So again, breath in, and then breath out. Squeeze together, good. You can also integrate your pelvic floor here. Good. And bringing it back together, good. So we're just encouraging muscles of your adductors to strengthen, which will in turn activate your abdominals. Good. Good. Just do one more. Good, have a rest. So I would do 10 of those 3 times over. So 3 sets of 10 in a bent knee position. Then one more we're gonna do for adductors, because you have short adductors and long. So to get the long ones, we're gonna extend your legs long, so they're down. Good, we're gonna place the ball in between your ankles. Okay, a little bit harder, but here you're going to do the same. So you take a breath in, on your breath out, you just squeeze your ankles together, which will activate all your adductors, and release. That's it, so breath out, engage your adductors, legs together, belly button down. That's it. Very good, Amy. And again, so breath out. Good, let's do 2 more. One more. Great, so we'll do the same, so 10 repetitions, so 3 sets of 10 in that position as well. We're going to do 2 sets of 10 repetitions of this exercise. Always feel free, if you're feeling okay, you can add another set in. So you're going to take a breath in, and then on your exhale, you're going to bring your thighs together. So engaging the ball, engaging pelvic floor, good, and then release. That's it. So breath out, engage, activate the muscles, and release. It's important not to over squeeze. This is only an activation exercise to get the muscles fired up. That's good. Breath out, release, and one more. Good. And then we're going to do this with long legs, okay, because it's going to work the other adductors. And the same thing, so 2 sets of 10 repetitions. Feel free if you want to add a 3rd set in. Okay, so Amy, you're going to extend your legs long. Let's place the ball in between your ankles. And we do it in this position. So you take a breath in, breath out, engage the ball, and then release. That's good. Great, it's important just to relax the shoulders, engage your ankles together. That's good, let's do 2 more. Breath out. Good, and last one, breath out, squeeze the ball, and release. Now we're going to focus on your deep abdominal muscles, okay, and your transverse abdominals. So I'm going to explain your abdominals. So you have your 6-pack, so your rectus abs, which are your superficial ones, the ones that split during pregnancy, okay? So they are on top. Then you have your internal and external obliques, so the ones that help you twist and side bend. Okay, so you need all these abdominals, and then your deepest layer, which will definitely help your back and definitely help piece everything back together. They're your transverse abdominals. So Amy, if you put your hands on your hip bones, yep, and then go in an inch, okay? This is a little weird, but you're gonna give me a little cough. Okay, do it again. Yeah, so you can see when she coughs, there's a little bit of pressure underneath her hands. So you can't feel your deep abdominals because they're very deep, but under that are her transverse abdominals. So I want you to keep one hand there, and then this hand is going to go on your tummy, okay? So what you're going to do is take a breath in, like what we've done previously. So take a breath in, and then on your exhale, the belly button's going to go down, and you're going to float one leg up to tabletop, which is this 90-degree position. Good. And then you're just going to float back down. Good. And then we're going to change. So breath in, breath out. So the belly button will sink down, and you lift the leg to tabletop, and then float back down. Good. Again, so breath out, belly button down, you lift the leg to tabletop, and then back down. And then the other side. Really good. So a few things, keep going Amy, a few things to note is that we don't want your pelvis to wobble. So if you feel like you're rocking, you're going to really need to keep your supporting leg down and stable. Okay, and the other thing is your breathing. So like Amy's doing, you breathe out, your belly button sinks down to lift that leg into tabletop. Good, so breath in. Breath out, belly button down, sink the leg to tabletop. So I would try and do alternating like this, maybe 5 on each leg, maybe a little bit more if you feel up for it and you're getting the right muscle pattern working. So let's do 1 more each leg. Breath out. Yep. That's good. Maybe just finish on this one, even it up. Good. And rest. Okay, so this is a progression from that first abdominal exercise. So same things count. So you take a breath in, then on your breath out, your belly button sinks down and you're gonna float that leg into tabletop. Good. You're gonna take a breath in, breath out to tap the toe down, belly button sinks down, breath in, bring it back in, and then you just float it all the way back down. Very good, Amy. And then other leg. So breath out, lift the leg to tabletop, that 90-degree position. Breath in, breath out, tap the toe, pull the belly button down. Breath in, and then breath out, back to neutral. Good. So we're just going to do it again. Good. Breath out to tap the toe, pull the tummy down. Breath in, and then back to neutral. Good. We'll do one more. Good. So we're checking that the pelvis also stays steady. Breath out, belly button down, tap the toe, and then back down. Good. So same thing as before, try and do 5 on each leg. If you can and you want to, you can do a few more. Good. So you tap, and then back down. Good, you can rest. Okay, this is the third progression of your deep abdominals. So it's important with this one that you don't feel any doming. So I'll explain what that is. So when we put your legs into tabletop, if you feel your top abdominals popping into your hand, that's called doming. So that means that you're using your superficial muscles and not your deeper muscles. So I'll explain that a little bit more now. So you're going to take a breath in, Amy. Breath out, you float one leg up into tabletop like we've done before. Okay, now this is the important part. So you're going to take a breath in and then breath out, belly button sinks down and you lift the other leg. Very good. So there was no doming here with Amy. And then you just float one leg down. Yep, and then the other leg down. So if you felt at home a little bit of popping or doming into your hand, give this one a rest. You're not ready for it yet. Okay, so now we're going to start with the other leg. Okay, so breath out, lift one leg into tabletop. Good. So we're trying not to change the pressure in your tummy. So we want to keep abdominals down. So take a breath in, breath out, pull your belly button down, lift the other leg. Very good. So there's no popping or doming into that hand. Good. One leg down, other leg down. Good. Okay, let's do this leg. Breath out. That's it. And then the other one. Very good. And then one leg down, other leg down. We're just going to do one more, so starting with the other leg. Breath out, belly button down. That's it. And then breath out, other leg. Very good, Amy. And then one leg down, other leg down. Good, rest. So with this exercise, it's important to alternate legs. So otherwise you'll favor one side. So alternate the starting leg. Only do it if you don't feel that doming or popping into your tummy, and only do it if your back feels okay. If it's feeling a little sore, go back to regress to the other exercise, or you can even pop a towel under your back. Any questions, come in and see us.